Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here. You can visit me at myinjuryguy.com. Um, Shooting a new video here for you, and the topic of today's video is how long should I stay off work, or how long can I stay off work after a work injury? I've represented a lot of clients who were allowed to stay off work a really long time, where the workers' comp insurance company wasn't asking them for an off work note all the time, or their doctor just never gave them a note to return to work. And then at some point, they wake up and the company wants a note. They get the note, the person gets returned to work, and then they have to go back to work. I've had people who were off work receiving pay for years who eventually had to go back to work once the company woke up based on their bookkeeping. Or bad record keeping. And, unfortunately, um, usually bad record keeping when it comes to workers' comp cases by your company or by the workers' comp insurance, it usually cuts against you. It usually hurts you. It doesn't benefit you. And those sorts of situations are rare. They're outliers, right? But, I was talking to a lady today who had an injury, needs a surgery, doesn't want to have the surgery. It's not a super invasive surgery. It's a surgery that has a very high chance at success. And she told me off the record she didn't ever want to go back to work. And I said, well, if you don't like this job, you can always look for another job. Um, but for now, don't switch jobs because we don't want you to quit and cut off any TTD in case you decide that you want to have the surgery. Because if you quit voluntarily, they are technically not required to pay your TTD, depending on the circumstances. So I didn't want her to quit. She said, no, no, no. What I'm saying is, my injury is so bad, I don't feel like I should have to work anymore. They should just send me a check every 2 weeks and make sure I have health insurance and make sure I'm okay. And that's when I had to have a difficult conversation with her. See, it's not up to me and it's not up to the injured person about whether you can retire or whether you can completely stop working forever, right? So in the vast majority of injuries, people get hurt, they get a doctor's note. While they have a doctor's note that says they can't work, or they have work restrictions that the company can't accommodate, they're entitled to receive TTD, which is um, total temporary disability, meaning you're getting paid while you're off work with a doctor's note until you get better. Once you hit a certain point of being better, it's expected that you're going to return to work. And if you can't return to work doing the job that you used to do, then it's expected that you're going to take a different job, a lighter duty job, or that you'll take benefit of like retraining, where if you have a work evaluation and they say this person could be sent to school to learn XYZ and earn a decent living, that's one thing that you can ask for in most states, workers' comp. But the other thing you can ask for is wage differential. So, for example, in Illinois, the way it works is, let's say you were making 20 bucks an hour. You can't do that job anymore because of your permanent injury. Now you can only make 10 bucks an hour. A wage differential provisions of the Workers' Comp Act in Illinois mean that you get 70% of the difference. So you would get 7 bucks an hour because 70% of the difference between 20 bucks an hour and 10 bucks an hour is $10 an hour. 70% of $10 an hour is $7 an hour. That would enable you to work the $10 an hour job and get an additional $7 an hour for the rest of your working life. Now, sometimes the companies want to lump that out, meaning they want to pay you a lump sum of money now so they're not paying you over the course of years. And that often will benefit the injured worker because once you put the settlement money in your pocket, if you find another job that paid even more than your old job, you can take it. Nobody ever asks to come back and asks for a refund. Once you settle a case on a lump sum basis, you keep the money. So that can be a very positive thing a lot of the time. So something to think about. But this lady, the nature of her injury is she's a smart lady, good education, definitely could do something else, definitely could support herself doing something else. And so I really struggled communicating to her because I know where she's at. It was a bad injury. Um, she probably needs to go for the surgery for a better outcome from a health standpoint, but it's up to her if she doesn't want to. But especially if it's a minor surgery that has a very high likelihood of improving her situation, you're often not gonna like refuse treatment, and then the judge is gonna say, even though there's a $10,000 or a $20,000 surgery that you can have that will improve you to the point where you can do some work, it's okay that you don't choose to do it. We're just going to let you stay home, and you're going to get, whatever, 2/3 of your salary from now until, the time that you are 72 years old, which is like the retirement age, I think, or 75 or whatever the heck it is. They're not going to do that. They're going to say, okay, look, you have, such and such percentage of a leg or an arm or whatever body part it is, and you're going to get X number of dollars for that. And if they owe you money for medical bills, we're going to make them pay that. And if they owe you money for time off work, you're going to get paid that. But we're not going to make them pay you, 2/3 of your salary for the rest of your life because you are able to do gainful employment. You just have to do a sit-down job, or you have to do a one-handed job, or you have to do a job that is, instead of having to lift 100 pounds or more 20 times a day, you need to do a job where you never lift more than 20 pounds or 10 pounds or whatever it is, right? And that settlement or verdict in front of the judge, in front of the arbitrator at the commission, is going to be far less than the amount that the injured person is looking for. So once I explained it, she understood and she got on board. I think she was very, very disillusioned because she got worked over so bad by the company, by the workers' comp company. They were so mean to her before I got involved that I think part of it might have been looking for revenge, and she's angry at them and she wants every penny out of them that she can get. But that's not how workers' comp works. Especially if you go to a pretrial in front of a judge and a judge tells you your case is worth the equivalent of, let's say $80,000. The judge says, well, I would say, 40% of this body part and 5% of this body part, and the numbers come out to 80,000. Remember, that's the same person who's going to hear your case if you go to trial. So if the other side gets the 80, which is what the judge recommends, and you don't take it, once the judge tells you that number, do you think the judge is going to change their mind? They're going to remember, I told this lady 80, and now here she is asking for 400,000. And I've already reviewed all the evidence, So judges, arbitrators are human beings just like anyone else, and they don't want to have to try a case. It's time consuming and it burns energy, especially when the lawyers have done a good job at the pretrial to explain to the judge what the issues are. So that's something to think about too. So anyway, lots of words, I really went off the rails. I was all over the place on this one, explaining all kinds of different things. But hopefully this information helps you. If you or anyone you know needs a lawyer, please give me a holler at 312-500-4500. Always free to call and talk to me or one of my team members. I launched a new website called myinjuryguy.com. Check it out and stay tuned to the video. I've got a little short video at the end of this one that explains a bunch of really cool free offers I have for you. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you or anyone you know has been hurt in an accident and needs a lawyer or even just has questions, give me a call anytime, day or night, at 312-500-4500. You can call me anytime, day or night, and the consultation is free. That's 312-500-4500. Or if you're not ready to talk to a lawyer, I made 2 great tools that really help people out that you can use for free on my website. The links are in the description. The first one is called the Case Cash Calculator, and it tells you what your case might be worth. The other is called the Good Case Calculator, and it tells you whether you might have a good case or you might have a case with some challenges. The best part is that they're 100% free to use on my website, and it only takes you 20 seconds flat to answer 7 multiple choice questions right off the top of your head. And then you get custom information about your particular injury situation fast and for free. So check them out, links in the description. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. I release 2 new videos every week, and this way you'll get notice of them. And if you have a question you'd like answered in a video, just leave a comment with your question in the comments section. Finally, if you enjoy my videos or if I've helped you in any way, I hope you'll consider doing me a favor. Injury law is a very competitive field, and I like having a small independent firm so I can help people who need it. People really rely on Google reviews when deciding who to hire, so I hope you'll consider leaving me a 5-star review on Google. It only takes a few seconds, but it's a favor to me that I would really appreciate. The link is in the description. You just go to that link, click 5 stars, say a kind word, hit submit, and you're done. Once again, I hope you and your family are well, and if anyone you know needs an injury lawyer or has questions, please send them my way by calling 312-500-4500. Thanks again for watching. Take care.